Still have permission dexes, batch, and some other amendments hanging out there, waiting to get passed. But permission domains was a big deal for institutional adoption of the mainnet on the XRPL. There are private instances, side chains, and Corda and other people that have private permissioned ecosystems that can settle using XRP on the back end. Batch payments is the other piece there that is pending on the XRPL. I think that will help the throughput and it to scale as far as payments go. But, I really do think it's probably going to take Bob Way coming in with his subnet that he has patented for the XRPL for it to actually reach, the high levels of TPS that are going to be required for MasterCard and Visa and some of these other back-end settlement systems between institutions. Otherwise, 1,500 TPS, which is what they've pushed the ledger up to in the past, just isn't going to cut it, and it really didn't stay there very long. It's you could scale, you could try to scale using side chains and settling back to the mainnet. I do think that they'll do that. I think they'll use payment shuttles, and I think that they'll also have to use again the subnet, and that came from Matt Hamilton. Him and I had a discussion, probably about a year ago, and I asked him, when he wasn't being a dick over there on Twitter, about how that could happen. Because he is very intelligent. Like, he is extremely intelligent when it comes to the XRPL. He's advocated for a long time that ISO wouldn't do anything. ISO came and went, didn't do anything. But that's because it's the companies that have developed messaging systems that work with these blockchain and distributed ledger technologies and protocols, not themselves, that are ISO compliant. Both Stellar and Ripple have developed that stuff. So anyway, he said, when I asked him how it would be possible for it to scale to that level of TPS, 30,000 plus, he said that it would require a subnet, either implicit or explicit, on top of the XRPL for it to reach that level of throughput. So I think that's what we're on the precipice of here. Big things happening this year in 2026 as far as tokenization goes. People probably will ask me about the Clarity Act, but I'll go ahead and touch on that. I did say 2026. I did think it would get passed. It's not looking likely that it's going to get passed here in January. The days are dwindling down until they're going to be focused on the funding bill for the government. And they really have, really this week, if they don't get a markup to, be voted on this week, which doesn't look like the case